No, wave. Now go and sit down. When I was growing up, the food pyramid was on display inside restaurants and printed on cereal and other grocery boxes, proclaiming this product was a whole grain or a fruit according to the United States Department of Agriculture. But there was no clear way to understand how to apply that to the current meal plan I was eating. In 2011, my plate was introduced to simplify the way that nutrition was represented to the American people. The image shows a normal plate with sections represented what was needed to constitute a meal, about half fruits and vegetables, a quarter for each for protein and grain, and a small cup of milk. This simplified the conversion required in looking at the pyramid and making the guidelines simple and consistent. There are multiple ways this change affected diet. Today we will focus on just 3. First, we will look at how the change has affected children. Second, we will focus on how the change to my plate are used to affect people from different cultures. And third, we will discuss how my plate is used to make healthier choices. When discussing nutritional choices with children, it is hard to teach them something so abstract about visual aids. According to the study, Impact of My Plate and the Healthy Highway program based on nutritional education, children between 5 and 6 years old were asked to separate foods into their food category. Then, over a 4-week period, they were educated on the subject and found that children's ability to identify food categories increased 97 to 71%. They also used this image to teach children to identify each food was considered the healthier option among the food categories they studied. This shows that My Plate is easy for children to understand and can be used to teach them which foods to choose to fill the categories in the My Plate image. This sets them up for success later in life when they can choose their nutritional option. This study was conducted outside of America, which shows that My Plate, a nutritional model, can be used by people of any culture. The way people use the same ingredients from the same grocery store to produce vastly different products is one of the reasons these nutritional guidelines are so difficult to disseminate. In the study, Ancestral Recipes, mixed method analysis of My Plate-based recipe disseminated for Latinos in rural communities, the researchers, along with representatives of the community and healthcare professionals, tailored the My Plate program to the recipes the community was already making them healthier, which were then shared via video demonstration, radio program, recipe card, and a cookbook. These programs reached 23,561 households, representing approximately 95,694 people, showing that My Plate can be used to teach nutrition to a large group of people. Beyond children in different cultures, My Plate is useful for those looking to eat healthier. The simple-to-follow graphic takes the guessing out of making a plate of food. One might think that My Plate requires a plate to keep within the guidelines. However, applying this to a burrito bowl is just as easy. Take a small portion of rice, followed by a portion of lean steak, load up on things like lettuce, mushrooms, cilantro, salsa, jalapenos, olive, good fats such as avocado, and add a small amount of cheese with the water. This would follow the guidelines just as well as eating it directly from a plate. In My Plate, Half Plate, No Plate, how visual plated related dietary benchmarks influence what food people serve, they showed My Plate graphic with a short explanation to a random assigned group of students. Those who were exposed to My Plate program reported increasing their dairy intake, thereby increasing the likelihood they had adequate calcium intake. In conclusion, My Plate is used in various ways to increase nutritional awareness. For children, My Plate is easy to follow guide that can be used to demonstrate what a healthy plate looks like for those who are too young to grasp what nutritional even is. This sets them up for lifelong nutritional awareness. Whereas in people of different cultures, My Plate guidelines can be customized to their own cultural recipes. This makes healthy nutritional eating an easier goal. The use of My Plate image helps remind people that they may need to add certain foods to their diet that they have been missing to meet their daily requirements. Come on. Yep. Good. And the last one. And turn it off.